comp coming through. They're obviously coming into your team as a heavy dive. You want to buy some space. Trundle, Ornn, great combo for IG. They'll be playing for a bit of scaling, despite the fact that the Corki is actually quite early game. Really is their front line that just wants to say, okay, let's just drag this out so we can kind of wait for you to...
Yes, for IG, they're happy enough with that. They spot how many people in the river and go, yeah, probably not worth it. I mean, actually, Knight gets the all-in, tries to go to the other side. He's gonna not quite get the turret shots. Don't come on through in time for Rookie, and Knight survives. BLG, he is the all-pro mid for a reason, having a fantastic first look in there.
And the only reason Rookie wasn't a first all-pro mid is because Knight just exists. And that is the problem with the LPL mid lane pools, that sometimes just Knight exists. Hook down to the top lane on no flash reminder.
And there's the killer. He is stuck on the wrong side of that, and it's going to be a kill over the way.
Easy DPS down, no flash, pillar into... Stop him from easily retreat. Extra gap out there. He's flashing before the second turret shot hits.
We thought that turret shot was going to be aggroed. It was, and it was so well timed. Back towards Grubs we go, though. Goes Baseman, doesn't get the knockup, unfortunately. Realm Warp now coming in as well. Mako trying to body block one third off their spec. Baseman is going to die, but they'll lose Mako as well. Wait, low, not quite down. Elk trying to unleash with his cultivated spirit. Knight goes across the veil. Gala and Rookie, though, trading. Elk just about surviving. Look at the rocket! Snipe as he finds that one. Valkyrie forwards with another, but the shotgun will come on through from Knight with the winning. Rookie and Knight trading out once more. It's been a 1v1 these two have been willing to take a hell of a lot across the veil. Still off vision. Knight got that control ward to play with. Rookie doesn't have it. The bush is proving too much value, and Knight lands another shotgun blast. He's 4-0.
You'll notice really how much they're really putting into the Knight basket. Into carry. There's a trundle with a sheen. See how that works out. Corki has a Triforce as well. Now there are 3 people around this turret, which means it's going to get more resist quickly. BLG end up winning it. The extra grub end up getting it. I would have quite liked to see those HPs before we saw the turrets die. Observers would have been nice to see actually how close they were.
However, with the objectives, BLG's got it on track. Turret in the bot side, though, is still going to go towards IG. So they actually get a second one to their name on flashing. Doesn't get the solar flare. The away flashes out of it.
And World's Finals in 24, including a 5 game. They are held to such high standards. We have Dragon spawning now. BLG brute forcing their way down towards it. And about those issues, the changes in jungle are the first and foremost ones that you really think about. Doing a jungle change to a team is open heart surgery. And BLG have been under the knife an awful lot of times.
They're going to allow to heal. Gala's in danger here. It's a 2-fold hex, and in comes the redemption, but it's not in time. And the Corki got absolutely blasted. Death charge on Knight to try and deny the chase onto Mako, so Mako's
their AD carry unexpectedly because Knight is so good on the calculation.
Warm out. Rookie. BLG have now managed to
go down now. IG denying that Herald is an important thing because IG, look, they're on the back foot. You do have the first items down. They're, of course, just building up towards their second dragon will go here. But IG, if they get some gold off for stuff like turret hit, this is important because they're just trying to say, look, deny value from the Herald, get some gold out of the map where we can, and we'll start to bring you late game. The Ornn Trundle, surely they'll outvalue you later, even if the carries are on similar scaling. Those two might make the difference.
Beyond the wave here. Deletes it in a second. We'll take that turret and look at his inventory. Very close to the Shadow Flame. There's Dark Seal stack. Bin looking for potential angles or a teleport behind here, possibly from Knight. Not going to come on through yet as Bin gets low but not down. Way has got the subjugate rolling redemption from everyone flying on top of Mako, who's now split off. Solar Flare. There's that TP we were talking about. And Knight gets another. Gala will Valkyrie away. The depth charge was delayed by the fact that Mako dies over the wall with the Hexgate. Rookie trying to flash away, but it's a 5v4. Elk flashing for the Arc of Rift. Based on looking for the Cataclysm angle and make sure that Gala's split off from the team. The Forge God is summoned, but I don't think they are believers. The Pantheon crumbles.
4-4. Not seen from Elk really on the champion so far.
Maybe about to get ganked. We're going to find anything here. Go down and frozen to main. Knight trying to escape. Knight doesn't have the ultimate to work with flashes. There's the heal, and I think Knight is potentially in a lot of danger. Bin's now coming, has dropped off vision. Realm Warp's coming on in depth charge. Hook. Rookies there, they get 1,070 gold onto the
Trundle.
Yeah.
In their last series, I thought, well, maybe it'll change the playoffs. I don't think it has just yet.
blocked there by On to try and get a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie, it smells like an out of counter.
boy.
It's been leashed down to half HP. Do IG choose to take the damage from it and keep it leashed? They do for now.
On goes in, that's a lot of damage, and they just lose way between worlds. They try to dance it well and they lose it. Call the forward coming across. The Atacon taken by BLG as a result of Wei dying. The Shy gets a decent charge, but it's not onto anyone super valuable as Aurora continues to go through the rotations. This bunny rabbit got a Glock, and she's willing to shoot a few more people's rookie. Tries to throw down some overloads, but unfortunately for him, his capacitors are empty.
4.5k went on right here around that outcome. Perhaps that's not something we would have done before, but it's only a series of 2 in. Game savvy, they have a bunch of experience between them, and IG are a team which has so much success with.
Oh my god! Oh, he flashes out between one. Hang on! No! Knight! He's dead! They do finally kill off Carla, but they blew up the bunny way trying to survive. Does go down. All the while, you got to remember there's a secondary carry, and their name is Elk. The horns come up, the antlers go charging, and Elk will avenge his mid laner. Woodland creatures defend one another.
BLG realized, right, this is the fight we want to take. Knight goes down, but he starts the fight. Did he want to die? No, but he knows that his team's got him it. Backed up this time. Towers will fall. IG lose 4 in the play. He doesn't have flash. He won't be able to get into the pit. BLG get themselves a fight in the mid lane. Is it the cleanest? No, but Knight, I still
Gen
think...
comes on through. We come back to live. The Baron's been secured. The shove can continue here as BLG, some of the woes from the last series, they're playing well so far in game 1. Game 1, Andy, but Wei is certainly hoping that's exactly what this is because he's not having fun.
Credit to him as well, Beitchuan. He's been part of the background, I suppose, with BLG, but he's been a good part of it. 2-2 and 14, high kill participation for him as well, and I wonder whether BLG just pushed for the end here. They have the Aurora ultimate.
Hook lands, death charge on top of Knight. They know who the target is. That's actually really good damage back. They've blown up 2. This isn't bad. Nightmare has got their face in their hands, and I do not blame them. Another hook, another angle. Knight's still very scary as he lands a winning between worlds. Stories of BLG's demise might have been a little premature as they just turn it around. They lose the front line, but the damage, it turns out, is still alive.
At the end of days, there is one player making the difference, and that is Knight. The Armored Warrior takes the game for himself. IG, the head rolls off the shoulders. Knight makes the...